So Elon Musk, Alex Jones, Andrew Tate, and even Vivek were on a Twitter Spaces, or it's called now X Spaces, talking about Alex Jones coming back to X, which we all know as Twitter, but now it's X. In this episode, we're going to take a look at some of the conversations they had and why did he get banned? Like, what happened? Which is very interesting because a lot of people agree that he should get banned. A lot of people don't. So let's take a look.
Yeah. I would like to actually hear what did you say? And yeah.
Well, Elon, thank you for allowing me back into the public square so that I can actually tell the world what really happened. I don't know how much. Would you like the short answer or the medium answer or the long answer?
I think at least the medium answer. I guess people just want to know, like, obviously it would be like heartless and cruel to deny a school shooting of children or to attack the parents or anyone who is involved. It seems that would be, just incredibly mean and cruel, frankly.
Let me say this much. Okay, from what I understand in the news, all I remember is Alex Jones saying that the school shooting where those kids got killed was fake, that it was not real, and that it didn't happen. And from what I understand, he got banned from all social media because of that, because he was putting out that lie that all those kids were not killed. And that was brutal. That was really, really brutal. So I kind of agree that he gets banned, but let's see what he got to say.
So it's sort of, that's, I think, what a lot of people are upset about, or at least they think that is the reason to be upset about it. And, if that were true, I think we would rightly be, upset with you.
Yeah, yes, sir. Well, please let me then just tell you what really happened, okay? And if you want me to send you a dossier with clips and videos and articles.
I mean, post it to your account,
Yes, sir, I will do that. So let me tell you what happened. I'm a guy that didn't go to college, a few years of community college. I started out on Access TV 29 years ago. I was not professionally trained. And by 2000, I had 30 million viewers and listeners a day conservatively. I was the biggest show, as big as Rogan is now or bigger. And I had a very small operation and did not even understand how powerful I was. And so when that event, I just call it the school shooting, which I do believe happened 11 years ago, the internet exploded and it was the top story for off and on for years with all these professors and former school safety people and all of them saying they believed it was a drill. And I simply covered them covering that. What was entered in court against me in both cases where I was found guilty by judges. There's a judge in Trump's case, not even a jury, in a real estate case. And then years later, after Trump got elected and after I was deplatformed, it made me bigger. And so suddenly I would wake up and there would be sometimes 100 articles or more a day, every major news channel saying that I was currently saying nobody died, currently sending people to their houses, currently peeing on graves. I didn't even know these people's names. I only said one of their names ever. Now, I believe their children died, and I understand all that.
Okay.
But I'm saying, imagine, I was not deplatformed, no mention of the school shooting in Connecticut for like 6-7 years. Then they go back to my timeline, and it turns out it was a big New York PR firm, Democratic Party. They dredge it up. They run hundreds of articles, sometimes a day, but a week for over a year. Suddenly it becomes a big story again.
What's the PR firm?
Pardon me?
Which propaganda firm was this? PR is public relations is a propaganda word for propaganda. So I think we should call it propaganda firms because that is, in fact, what they do. So what propaganda firm was this?
I will find the name as soon as I'm off because I can't do 2 days. I'm not good at doing 2 days at once. I can't walk and chew bubble gum, but I will post it to the 2X because after they got their $1.5 billion judgment and asked for 2.67 trillion, that the GDP of India, I'm not joking, folks, that's Bloomberg. They then came out and bragged that they had quarterbacked the whole thing. They're one of the biggest. They do the UN's PR.
Okay.
Not that they had quarterbacked, quote, destroying Alex Jones. And so I did question it. I did say at times I could see that. I'm not even say it now. They'll take it out of context, say I said it again. I did have, what they entered in court on me was 23 minutes of video and audio over 5-6 years. We did an audit. I hadn't talked about them when they sued me for 2 years. I refused to talk about it. I apologized when the PR firm got involved, and I didn't know who it was at the time. It was just all the news. I said, hey, I thought it happened.
Yeah.
I said it happened. I said it happened. I decided it happened 5 years after it happened. So I said, I'm not the Sandy Hook guy. It turns out some of these experts that said it didn't happen are crazy. They made up stuff. I said, I believe it happened. And then they spun it and said, oh, now he admits he lied about it. So it isn't who I was. It's kind of like they've done with you, and you did nothing like I did. I mean, I did question it. I did say a few times that I thought it hadn't happened, but I didn't turn the knife. I didn't really think about it. I thought about how I was talking about the internet with YouTube videos with 30, 40 million views that I didn't make.
Sure.
It was a hot topic that would come back from time to time. But no, I was not the creator of it. I was not the progenitor of it. I was not the guy pushing it. And then I kept saying, no, I believe it happened. And they went, aha, you now admit you lied for money. So what's not true is I never made any money off of it. I barely ever covered it. It's not my identity. And it's just like they misrepresent what you say, take one little thing and twist it, and then say you need to apologize for it. And then they just keep hammering it and hammering it. So I've been desperately, I mean, in fact, I'll post it to X if you want. There's over 100 apologies that I've given, over 100, in fact, probably 500. Every show I go on, they ask us. I apologized on Joe Rogan's show 5 years ago. I apologized on Patrick Ben-David's show 5 years ago. I mean, these are prominent ones. I apologize on every show.
Wait, so then what I'm gathering from this is that at the beginning he did say it, but then retracted his statement and apologized everywhere for doing so. And then it became a hit piece to get rid of him.
And I'll say it again. I apologize that I just gave my commentary, because I'm really just a guy that talk radio host. So I do that on the internet. I just take calls, interview guests, and that I played devil's advocate. And if that hurt people's feelings, I apologize. But I did not send people to your houses. I did not pee on graves. I don't know any of the stuff that went on. And then when they had the trials, after I was found guilty, trials on damages, there was never any video of people peeing on graves, any video of people at houses. There was an FBI agent who was there that day, the tragic event in New Haven, Connecticut, but Sandy, like I said the name, he was there and he didn't have an FBI vest on and his gun was pointed the wrong direction, pointed upside down. The internet questioned him. When he got on the stand in Connecticut, my lawyer said, has Mr. Jones ever said your name? No. Has Mr. Jones ever put your picture on the internet? No. Have any of his hosts done it? No. Has InfoWars ever put your picture out and said your name? No. What happened to you, sir? One man, he said, called 8 years ago now and asked me if I was really an FBI agent. The jury gave him $94 million that doesn't exist. $94 million that never said his name. So I challenge people to find me say any of their names. I said one guy's name and I apologized to him on the stand.
One thing that I'm getting out of this is you got to be careful what you say on the internet because they will hold it up against you. Not only that, but the media created a hit piece and went against Alex Jones. So you sort of got to be careful what you say. And it came to a position where they made him retract his statement. They took him off every single platform on the internet and they made a hit piece from what I'm hearing. Just putting what he's saying together.
He had probably 100 million views on 5 or 6 different YouTube videos of him smiling and laughing before he walked to the mic. I played the clip one time and said, yeah, that looks like he's an actor. I did not attack him, did not come after him, did not say his child didn't die. Look, I don't want to fight with them, though. I said to them in a deposition, I said, I will chop my pinky finger off with a meat cleaver right now. And I will, if you'll just leave me alone and stop saying.
But you know what? Leave your comments below. What's your perspective of what Alex Jones is saying? You know, does he deserve to be forgiven and be put back on the platform? Although he already got put back, but what's your take? I want to hear your commentary because Alex Jones, you know, he talks very kind, very, what is it called? Calmly, just saying that he didn't mean it that much. He made a mistake and he takes it back. But the media didn't allow him to reclaim his position that he does believe it happened, that he does believe it was a murder, and a lot of things were a lie. Amazing.
I made hundreds of millions of dollars off of you, and stop saying I'm attacking you. So it's very simple. I have become, and I know what happened. The media ran a year of articles attacking them in my name, saying things I never said as a straw man, enraging them against me. And then, so that they've been victimized, they've been manipulated by a PR operation. And so I would love to come on X with the families. I'd love to raise money on this show or your show, Elon, or any of them. I'd love to come on here and raise them $10 million for gun safety awareness next week. I would love to be in an open panel with them. I would love.
Okay. It actually looks like Ed Krasenstein wants to talk. Maybe Ed.
So it looks like he regrets everything that he did, going online and talking against. At least one time he did it, and he says he regrets it, takes it back, but it happened. He did it once, and now the media is drilling on it and made him the bad guy, kicked him out of the internet. He got sued for I don't know how many billions of dollars. It's been hell for that man. But what do you think? I'm trying to get people's reaction of all of this. He just made his statement of what really happened. He actually does believe something happened, and one thing that he said just got taken out of proportion, where they made him the bad guy and the media just took him out. But you know what? I could be wrong. So I want to hear what you got to say about this. You know, let's all be verbal on life. He made his statements, and Elon Musk understood what he said. I made my interpretation of what he said. He said it once, but didn't continue, didn't hammer on it, and he believed what happened. It was a horrible day. Kids lost their life, and it was crazy. But with that said, I'm going to leave it right there. Please leave your comments below. And